I did this lesson for you because I want you to learn three things. Number one, saying why we do our work creates higher value than saying what we do or how we do it. Number two, the service trades are out of balance. The balance between the materials and labor we provide is way overemphasized. Instead, we need to focus on the relationship and the service we provide, as well as the benefits our clients get. And number three, I want you to take ownership of being a high-level service provider, communicating that higher levels of service will certainly be a higher investment. Now let's get started. At its core, this program is about performing pure motive service. Pure motive service is defined as being able to articulate the reason why you do the work that you do for each and every client. If a client asked you what you do for a living, you'd most likely say the name of your trade. Now, stating what we do for a living tends to devalue our work. Stating how we do the work in our trades, it just creates confusion. For instance, if someone asked you what you do for a living, if you were to tell them you were a plumber, the client would think of a guy who puts together pipe. Or if you were an electrician, it's a guy who just runs and pulls wire. An HVAC guy is someone who fixes furnaces or puts Freon in or runs ductwork. In an attempt to create value, some people also explain how they do the job as well. And then they get into things like pipe size, diameter, pitch, pressure, superheat, subcooling, amp draw, and all these things are perfect if you want to confuse people. The service trades are out of balance. The balance between the materials we work on and the people we work for. Is value in the name of your trade, or even in the company name or seal? Or is value created by more technical data that people don't understand? Is value finally created by the service to anticipate the client's need and the relationship the frontline worker like yourself has with those clients? We inspire clients to search for parts and labor costs and not invest in the service before, during, and after the job when we focus on our trade or our name. Clients think that they are buying parts and labor. What we found is that always leading with the why we do our work adds higher value. So when someone asks me what I do for a living, I'm going to tell you to lead with the why and why you're doing it instead of saying what you do. Your ability to communicate not only your trade, but why you do the work is the key. I do this because of the quality and reliability of the work, so I don't have any callbacks. I also perform the best safety and health for the people I work for, and I perform world-class service to anticipate the needs of the client so they don't have to. You need to take ownership of the higher level of service you provide. We need to let people know that they're purchasing a service where it's done for you and not a commodity where they have to do anything themselves. Clients learn about us by our actions and not by our words, by what we do, not only by what we say. I think we all know that when a client asks for something above our pay grade, we have no problem referring them to somebody else. It's the action of knowing when the request is too much and giving it to somebody else. The same thing is true for when a client asks for something below our pay grade. If somebody asks us for less service or lower prices than what we offer, we have to let them know that we have a choice that's very simple to do, but takes a lot of courage to admit. If the client wants low-grade service or cheaper prices, then the choice is to stop or continue. If price is the only thing clients are focused on, then we can never sustain ourselves. Our job is to focus on the value of the service instead. Our ability to communicate that lower prices mean less service and the best service is a higher investment is the key to creating higher value. So remember, high value starts by communicating why we perform our service, followed by what and how we do it afterward, if the client is even interested. Be in balance between the work we provide and the people we provide it to. And finally, take ownership of the higher level of service and the investment it takes to